Hey friends, hello, welcome to Magnolias. We are live in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. I am Amy, hanging out with you in the corner by my coffee bar, where I have a lighted garland display, and I can tuck myself away in the corner here and stay out of the customer way while I visit with you a little bit about garland design. So today we've got an assortment of garlands, all of the lights lined up behind me, and we're going to mix and match different garlands with different light sets and even add in some berries. I think this will be a fun idea session for you. It might give you ideas of things you already have at home, things you might have gotten last year, and I will be able to tell you a little bit about all the different types of garlands and show you everything too. So that's the plan. Kate's gathering a few last minute things for us. And what I wanted to show you today is literally, oh, you can't see it, everything beside me. What do I have? Maybe 30? We'll see how many I can get to. 30 different types of garlands that we'll be able to accessorize for your ideas. So one of the hottest sellers, I know you guys love some good cedar, is this cedar garland. Hi there. And this one is going quick. If anything's going to sell out first from our Natural Real Touch collection, it's probably going to be this standard 6-foot cedar garland that retails for $46.50, and it is a 6-foot deluxe cedar garland. That's the one we're going to start with, and it's also the one on the short list right now. The one that's probably going to sell out the soonest. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. It's 5 o'clock here in Nebraska. Hopefully you're having a good evening wherever you are.
Forget where you were for a second?
Yeah, where am I at? I'm in Nebraska, and it's 5 o'clock, which means it's starting to get dark already. You know, with that time change, everything
drops quick.
It does. It gets
that
cold
sunset
out.
Is bright.
It's blinding if you're driving in it.
Yeah.
So, hey everybody, thank you for joining me. So what I'm going to do is combine these two garlands for starters. This is the 6-foot deluxe cedar garland, $46.50. And we're also going to use the snow twig garland. The snow twig is $45.50, and the snow twig itself, how long is this little guy? It is 72 inches. Oh, good. I thought I picked things that all match up pretty well in length. So we're just going to flip them together and kind of combine them by lifting the different layers of the cedar up and through the snow twig. You can wrap them around each other, but sometimes you don't even have to. You can just pull the branches of one through the branches of the other, and they will blend a little bit better that way. And you also don't have to lose any length by crossing them over each other. So this snow twig
Just getting right to it.
I am. I got a lot to show you tonight. We don't have time to chit-chat.
There is a lot to show you tonight. I'm going to drop a link to all garlands if that's okay, and then drop a few links here and there as we go for specific ones you're looking for. We also have a great search bar if you go to shopmagnoliasonline.com. I know it's such a long website. If somebody wants to sell me magnolias.com, I'd buy it. But
not for $25,000.
Not for $25,000, no. So shopmagnoliasonline.com, and we have a search bar on there, really good search bar. You can search snow twig to get that garland. You can search cedar to get the green garland. Super easy to use, I promise. But if that all fails, you can always message us.
Are you dropping links today?
I am.
Specifically, so all these links in the comments will take you right to the product.
Yes. And if you're watching elsewhere, just use the search bar. Chris said, I'm so excited for my first order since watching and dreams of all your goodies for quite some time. I can't wait. Thank you so much for ordering with us. I appreciate it. Where are you at, Chris?
Fun.
We always like to see how many states we can collect. Hello, Joanne. She just got another order placed. And she said, I can't stop. Every time I look, I see something else I want.
So this is going to be a little bit shorter if we add the red garland in. But
the
you know
red
what? The
petite
red's
berry
gonna be
garland.
So pretty. So we're going to work the red in. But before we do, I'm going to lay some lights in here. So you'd probably have to use 1.5 of the red petite garlands to make it stretch. This is only $24.50. However, it's 60 inches. So it's close. A little bit short, but close. And we have so many different light sets today. Let's try a battery operated light situation here. This one is How long is this one? I don't know if we have lengths on these signs. That might be something we could
Chris
add.
is from Northwest Illinois.
Hi, welcome.
Mary's in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Deborah said, I just received an order today, and I'll be getting 2 more tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Kathy was overjoyed with her order today, she said. Oh, that's good to hear. Hello, everyone. Carla got her order last week.
Glad.
Good to have you all on. Hello. Oh, my gosh, so many great comments. I love reading through to see where everyone's at.
It is always fun.
Yeah.
To see where you're watching. So this is set on slow fade. There is 8 settings, including, you can flash and twinkle and chasing, and that one is going to be, slow fade will be a little easier on your eyes. Let's use that one.
I'm going to call this one out. This is the Globe Faceted Warm LED Light Strand. Sale price right now of only $20. This is a battery operated strand with 50 bulbs. They're G12 lights, and it is 18 feet in length. The entire thing is 18 feet. Indoor, outdoor, 8 functions with a timer.
Oh,
it takes 3 AA batteries. Dropping a link to that one again, the Globe Faceted Warm LED Light Strand.
Well, it seems to be the thing to use. More people are excited about batteries lately than things you can plug in.
See, I like plug-in.
Plug-in
it's totally
is
personal preference.
Yeah, just depends. So the best way to work these in is to try to wiggle them. If you do go around and round, you have to lift the layers and wiggle them in between the layers so that they're not just floating on the surface. So I don't want to
Light strands are not something I like to redo every year.
If you made this garland, you would probably enjoy keeping it together more easily than redoing it every year. So in order to save time, of course, with 18 feet of garland and 6 foot, you should make 3 passes, or maybe 2 passes with a lot of zigzagging that takes up a lot of length. That usually works as well.
That's the technical term, isn't it?
Zigzagging.
Zigzagging. And you're going to be covered in snow. Lisa, thank you. Hello,
I wasn't
Ray.
aiming to stay nice and clean
snowy. Patricia said, I posted my trees in VIP. Magnolias products are so wonderful. I always get carried away. Pat, I have to tell you, your trees were beautiful.
Hey, did you
have you seen all the trees?
Did you know we have the contest up online?
Yes, I'll drop a link to it. We have a tree decorating contest.
I haven't seen all the trees.
I knew there was something else on my list I wanted to get to today and didn't get a chance. But I got a sidewalk sign ordered.
A sidewalk sign, good. We need a sidewalk sign. Because downtown here, the walking traffic needs, they need the sidewalk sign.
Yes. Sue said, I wish I had a mantle to put a garland on. Don't I hear you, Sue? I've been asking for a fireplace for Christmas since we moved into our house, and I have the one I want, but they're so expensive.
Well, the best kind are the kind you get built in.
Well, yeah. My dream would be to have a whole wall where my TV is, built in, a fireplace in the center, TV above, cabinets on either side, and shelves for books and decorating.
Oh, nice.
It's really all for decorating.
She just wants to decorate.
I just want to decorate.
So I've semi-connected this. It is not going to, everything's going to go quick tonight. I'm not going to take a ton of time to make them perfect. But you get the little tips and tricks as we go along on how you can do a better job than me.
In this corner to enjoy the lights. You can see all the lights behind us. But these, I think, when you see them in person, they're really beautiful. When at night, because they're faceted,
you could probably go throw the track off.
There's still people shopping.
It would just be moodier over here. It'd be one theory. But this whole look is a really pretty look if you have your room dimly lit.
Yes. And because it gets dark so early, they say the time changes so we can enjoy our Christmas lights. But that is a beautiful one. The glow is really nice. Sharon said, I have those lights and I love them. They are really, really beautiful. Hello.
It is a little too bright today. Well, we could at least shut this other light off right here while we're working.
Ruth, yes, Jane did finish the 24-foot garland. I don't know if the customer is on Facebook or not, but I'm hoping that
hopefully she'll share the photo with us, and we'll have her is running 2 foot short. So you could either center it, which is fine depending where this is going, or you could buy 2 garlands and use the other half, lay it in a tray somewhere, and put half in here.
And then a red petite berry garland. Yeah.
Yes, so that's what you would have to do to get it to come out right.
And then the lights are the Globe Faceted LED light strand, just to make sure you have the list of everything used there. And these are just thrown together. This is meant to be easy DIY, buy the components, throw them together at home, And this is nice
This is
too
outdoor
because
safe too.
nothing is cut apart here. So in future years, a few years from now, if you don't want to do red, you can take the red out and replace it with blue or champagne or whatever floats your fancy. Hello, Judy in Australia.
Hi, Judy.
She said, I see Amy is demonstrating why not to wear dark colors when there's flocking around.
You also don't want to wear black yoga pants when you're doing snow flocked anything.
Oh, no, I learned that the hard way. Chris said, hey, Kate, curious if your kitty leaves your Christmas tree alone. Yes, she will eat. She doesn't climb into my tree. When she was little, I put tinfoil on the first layer of my Christmas tree.
Did you really?
And we sprayed her with a spray bottle anytime she got near the tree, so she doesn't go, she'll play around it, but she doesn't mess with the tree. She does like to chew on flocking. So if there's a pine stem with flocking, she wants to chew on it.
So somebody asked me yesterday if that would be toxic for cats, and I'm like, I'm sure it is, but Mochi's not dead, so
there's a lot of things out there, but cats will be cats, and you can only do so much. And I try to keep her out of it, but man, she finds a way.
I don't think there's any marketing for any product I know of where it's like cat-friendly products.
No.
I don't think anybody goes that far.
Yeah.
Cat training is probably where you need to go.
Yeah. Shelly's got it. She said, I stacked my greenery, gold picks, and flowers to make a big wow factor grouping. Absolutely. Layer it up. These are just easy if you're just getting into DIYing your holiday decorating and want some advice. This is a really easy beginner way to start layering up all those pieces. Joanne got her mantle done, put the winter snow garland with the White House lighted garland. Oh, wow. So she's going to post pictures later.
Yay. Well, if you're not a member of the Magnolias VIP page, you should be. This is the time of the year where you're going to see all the wonderful things everybody is creating.
Yes. So then Becky said, I have no mantle either. No use for a garland. Not true. I use garlands above my mirrors. You can put garlands above your art, above your archways or doorways. I put garlands down Christmas islands, kitchen islands. Dining tables are beautiful uses for garlands. Snake it into an S and tuck some items in. I use it under my TV. I use it on my entry. There's lots of uses for garlands.
Lots of spots.
I promise. All right, so we're using that coniferous garland base.
This is a very stiff base structure and a very stiff silver structure going over the top of it. So I'm laying their stems one on top of the other and forcing them together by taking the blue and bending it back over the silver to lock it into place, rather than using wire and, again, rather than twisting around each other, which uses up length. Here, the silver is just a hair shorter than the blue. I didn't look at the tags to see what the sizes were. I think the blue is potentially 6 foot. So maybe
oh my gosh, Marilyn has 4 fireplaces? What a dream.
Oh, that'd be fun to decorate.
Yeah. Hello,
fun,
Bonnie. She's in the Niagara area in Canada. Oh yeah, a china hutch is a great use for garlands.
True. Tops of your kitchen cabinets. Did anybody say that one?
Yeah, kitchen cabinets. That's true.
That's a good spot for garlands. And the trick to that is to level off the top and build it up with like sheets of styrofoam, turned over cardboard boxes, whatever you have.
Old cookbooks that you've had for too long but can't bear to get rid of.
Put those up there. That's true. We all have
old cookbooks.
And how many of you work with Pinterest recipes instead of cookbook recipes?
I do. I can search. It's so much more convenient.
There we go.
Nina said, I took my fall down for Christmas. My husband built me shelves all around my craft room to store some of my magnolia pieces and etc. I love it.
He's
That's
a trooper.
Good husband.
Good deal.
Garland on a headboard, Ruth said. Oh my gosh.
How romantic, Ruth. How romantic.
That would be pretty.
Put some Christmas lights on your bed. There you go.
Holly jolly.
Okay, I've just twisted the ends to lock them into place, and that comes out pretty good.
Kara said, addicted to garlands.
Do you have a lot? Oh, isn't that pretty together? The leaf is nice because it's a very chunky garland, and the leaf is spiky. So I think the texture combo is great, but you do have to rustle it. And if you are struggling, just use some extra wire to connect them together. Would be my 2 cents worth there. So then I need the garland, let's use this one first.
Yep, there you go.
This garland.
I just have lots of convos in the comments tonight, Mom. Joyce, I want to thank you for ordering. She ordered the Starry Night candle holders. My first purchase from you. Do you sell the inserts? So we sell Fia flames.
Starry Night candle holders, yes.
Yes, which are basically like flame modules. I recommend the medium and the mini. The medium for the larger size, the mini for the smaller of those Starry Night holders. I'll drop a link right now. That is what you need for there, and thank you for your order. We're happy to have you in the flower family.
Yes, thanks for jumping on board. Everybody new will welcome you, and if you jump into the VIP group, which is the private Facebook group, you'll be welcomed there as well. It's so fun to see what everybody's coming up with and where everyone lives. Even decorators across the world that we cannot ship our products to share beautiful things that they do in their homes just because they were inspired. So we love that too. Please share, even if you didn't buy it from us. I think it's fun to see the decorating ideas shared with everyone.
Nina said, now I need a garland bar.
Oh yeah, garland bar is fun, isn't it?
So this is the Borealis light orb. That was a special buy for our Christmas open house. We bought more this year than we ever have because we want to carry this in through the winter season. Maybe even every day, truthfully, but it's really going to be nice for lighting up our winter items. It's $20 off, so it's only $49 right now. The Borealis garland is 6.5 feet long. It has 10 bulbs, and it's warm white LEDs,
pretty.
electric.
It's electric. It does plug in. The cord's maybe 8 foot long, would be my guess, as the length of the cord. It has a little transformer on the end. It's clear and it's thin, so if you're running this around your mantle down to your outlet, at least it's tiny and it's clear, so it will hide. And it's a beautiful, nice, warm white, not yellowy, and I see that it's not looking bad on the video. Sometimes video LEDs look weird, but this is an LED light, so they're going to last and last.
That is the light for the season, those Borealis garlands.
So fun. We do have the gigantic bulbs also, which, by the way, I've got to show you this picture I saw where the Borealis bulbs are in people's outdoor planters. Yeah, super cool. So this one is a great example of how to use it. That, again, was the, I don't know what the silver stem is called.
I dropped a link to all of the items.
All the links are there.
I just searched silver garland. Just making it easy. Stunning garland, Ruth said.
Keeping going.
She hasn't put her Borealis set out yet. Soon, she said. soon.
Oh,
yes, blue is so in right now. Oh, Marianne, hello. She said, enjoyed the gift sale yesterday. We're continuing it all week. So if you think of people through the week that you need to get gifts for.
Fresh displays in the store. I've redone some areas to pull the gift area together in the store. So if you want to come down and shop our gift area, they're getting kind of merged together. This is a very fun, very different garland. It is an iced magnolia garland.
It's called the Snow Magnolia Leaf Garland. Let me double check.
You want to see the tag?
This one, oh, it's not sticker priced.
This one does have two loops on it. Here,
on sale for $53.
Here and here. So what I can say about that is if you were to swag this is an indoor piece. I wouldn't use this outside because it's paper wrap stem, but it wants to swag like this. Now, if you can fasten these to your staircase, guys, wow, wow, wow. You would use zip ties or pipe cleaners, and you can swag this down your staircase and mix it like it would be draping along with your garland, perhaps.
That's a good idea.
So that is why those little hangers remind me of how that could work. Also, a person could make
if you need a
circle.
really flat wreath for between a door and a screen door.
Look at that. That is me holding it together with one hand, and it makes
Clever.
itself into a wreath.
It really does perfectly.
Or if you lay it on the table, it would then be a candle ring of a large size, giving you about a 20-inch center. I have a tape measure, I can tell you.
Of course you don't.
I do, right there.
Oh, you do? I thought you said I don't have a tape measure.
I do have a tape measure. But you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a curve shape, like so, to break up the straightness. And then we're going to layer, this is so handy, see how there's a little hoop here? So that item is going to get layered with this item.
The pine drop.
$32.50. It's a dusty, slightly sparkly pine drop with multiple strands.
Called the Frosted Long Needle Pine Drop.
So you can just take the circle and slip it over the circle like that, and then it hooks on, and then they're going to lay separated, and one of them is taller. So take the longest strand and flip it around the magnolia to connect the two. Just make one pass so that they stay together.
Pretty.
They catch, they stay, they strand, whatever they're doing, and then you can sort of like
See how
shape it.
easy she makes it look?
Shape it. It's straight, but it looks better if it gets a couple of curls going in there. So there's 2 pieces hanging together. Then you take number 3, Artemisia garland. Isn't that pretty? It's slightly sparkly, white plastic product on a paper wrap stem. It is, I don't know how much. Oh, and you can fan that open a little bit. And again, take the hoop, drop it over that loop there.
Oh my gosh, you guys, you won't believe the sale price on this garland.
The
That
white
white sequin Artemisia garland on sale for $8. $8, you guys.
Okay.
Holy moly, that's a good price.
So we just are layering them together. Just like that. And it makes this pretty draping piece. So this piece could run along a surface going one direction, like this. And if it did,
Which light string do you want for that, Mom?
the LED branch twig, the short thing. If you did, it looks to me like it wants to hang like a vertical piece. Maybe you have an outlet at the bottom of a skinny wall, or maybe you put a pair of these on the sides of your doorway, and then you could do a topper of just the magnolia leaf and then drape these pieces down below, something like that. I think this is a natural fit to put in here. This is my favorite LED twig garland. And when it comes out of the box, it likes to curl because it comes like this in the box. So let it be curly.
It's pre-shaped.
Yeah, it's better if you let it curl instead of trying to straighten it, and just loosely flip it around this whole business.
Beautiful. That's
So
one of my
then,
favorite garlands.
If you're plugging it in to the floor, you're just going to let the long cord run down the back to your outlet, because you've got plenty of length. There's like 10 feet of cord.
I wouldn't say quite 10 feet.
10 feet, 8 feet. We better be conservative.
Yeah.
And that's how the light strand looks inside the garland. Isn't that pretty? So like a door side piece, a scrap of wall in a weird end of your hallway. You could also shape it to go over the corner of a mirror. My friend Carrie was in today, and she said, you know how that's how they show it on Pinterest. She wants her garland to be offset on her mirror, not centered on top.
Right.
So this would create an offset look beautifully.
That would. Wow.
All right, that is a fun look for you.
Gorgeous. Hello. The garland she wrapped with the winter white garland. It's beautiful. She has that one. She has 2 of them. Nancy said, I'm so happy I get to see your garland combining tips. I need a refresh.
I was hoping to wire this, but...
Are you trying to put the whole thing on there?
Yeah, I was trying to just wire it up here really fast to have it displayed.
Sharon,
Let me see if I can do
hello.
it.
Marcel, happy to have you on. She's normally watching in Australia, but she's now in her home country of Malta.
Malta,
Beautiful.
wow, welcome, hanging out with
My
us.
dream is to visit there someday. Stunning.
To visit Australia or Malta?
Both, but Malta.
Well, Judy has already invited us.
Yes, I have
to
kind of a hankering for the
Australia.
Mediterranean. It's one of my favorite places on earth. Although Iceland, vastly different.
Yes, Iceland was amazing. Okay, which one am I wanting here? I want...
Which one are you doing? Yep.
This one, because I already shaped it.
There you go. I was going to say they're the same, but...
This is the one.
What light are you going to use for this?
Do
you have one that I can pre-grab for you?
I was trying to remember which light I planned for this one. I feel like it was also that.
Oh, yeah. Let me get the other one out.
So we have this really beautiful birch, heavyweight birch garland. It's iced. See the chunky ice on it? There you go. And it's a paper product with a birch look. And when you use it, it is, I think it's only 5 feet long. Oh, this company doesn't have the size on it. So this one is going to blend with the longer faux cones and frosted mini fir. And this one, these things are just stabbing me. This one is $59.50, and it is a 6-foot frost pine cone garland. It's kind of heavy from the weight of the cones. These are faux cones, but they look really real. They do great artificial pine cones these days. And this, by the way, if you're draping it anywhere on your railing or something, it won't scratch. It's a complete plastic product, and it has a beautiful drape to it. It just likes to drape. So there's that idea. If you need more support wherever it's going to go, then flipping it around this twig garland will help shrink it a little bit, because the twig garland is shorter, but you can use up some length by wrapping. So let's try that technique and see how we like that look. Oh, here comes the Mariah Carey music again. It's coming around way too frequently. Do you guys get tired of the same Christmas songs like I do?
No,
Sing
not
it,
at all.
Kate.
Mom was making fun of me yesterday because while I was working, I was listening to Christmas jazz.
It was Christmas jazz. I'm like, really? We listen to it in the store, and then when you work, you still want to listen to Christmas music?
Yes.
That's
I really
hilarious
do.
to
The
me.
6 foot frosted, 6 foot frost pine cone garland, $59. Dropping a link to it right now.
So I just sort of made a little loop up at the top, and now we're going to eyeball it. You can't quite tell, but the green is a little longer than the white. So we're pulling these stems away because I want to flip this around the base and use up some length when I do this. This will use up the length, and it'll make them come out, hopefully.
Oh, that one's sold out online. Oops.
We just have a transfer set up for this
do?
birch
Okay,
garland,
good.
but they would have to go. You'd have to go tell her to transfer and receive it. Look at that, it's working. My plan, it worked. So I don't know how. There's like a scientific formula probably, but we have successfully shortened the green one by wrapping it through here.
Oh, yeah. And the green one's unwired, so it just loops and loops. It's also nice and lightweight. If you have a large chandelier that you want to wrap around, that would be a good option.
I wouldn't say
for
it's lightweight, but it would drape nicely.
Yeah.
But it's not a light.
It's not as heavy as like Norfolk pine
Which reminds
or cedar.
me, I guess we're sold out of the super light one, aren't we?
super
A couple
light.
things
The
are
juniper, yes.
yeah.
We had
Some-
someone buy
some
26.
things are sold out.
So that was gone.
That's the end of that one.
Stephanie said, how in the world do you get all the sparkles off of you? We don't.
I get in my car like this, and then I get home and horrify my husband because
Yeah.
I'm covered in this.
In the summer, we lay out in tan and we glow.
And in the winter, this is what happens.
What's the LED twig garland? Ah, yes,
Okay,
that
now I
is
want
the
this.
micro LED. I'll drop a link.
So this one also looks very cool in here. So we have to use this in 2 different garlands because this just looks like this looks like something I'd leave out all winter and would not relegate it to Christmas at all. Just winter in general. And if you love a neutral look, this is you. This is you.
That's the Borealis light garland again. Great option.
So we do want to flip this little guy through to get him snugged up in there. That's about the best way. And if you get next to the birch strand in the middle, it should look best. Getting it wrapped in there. You know, I hope we just sell all this together because everything's going to be well attached.
Yeah, they are woven for sure.
So
Hello,
probably
everyone. If you're just joining us, we are at the store at Magnolias in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska, in our garland bar corner where we have all of our lighted options and a bunch of garlands next to us. And we are showing you some easy DIY garland layering where you just take multiple garlands, up to usually 4 pieces, and stack them and sandwich them and blend them all together for a beautiful, unique piece.
How are those hand motions? Stack, sandwich, and blend. Did
sandwich,
you catch it?
blend.
I think we need a graphic, Kate. I can make a graphic for that.
I really can. It's pretty simple.
The graphic stack, sandwich,
stack.
and blend.
Sandwich is kind of redundant, and blend. Don't forget shape, shape, shape.
That's so funny. So when you get this in place, you would just want to flip and twist your little orbs into the front. You could use your birch twigs to manipulate the orbs around.
The icy birch garland,
yeah,
yes.
This birch is nice and wiry, and you can bend all the little parts and pieces. So hopefully this is inspiring. I just love, love, love this look. I have nowhere to put all of this stuff at my house. I have to pick one look and go with it. But
You have a nice big mantle, though. Your mantle is ginormous.
my mantle would need 3 of these, but it would be cool.
Okay.
So love it.
Got it. So that's the frost pine,
Got it all?
the icy birch, and the borealis garland all layered up.
Oops, let's use this beastie guy next. But I gotta tell you, we do not want this frost on this natural thing. Can you scoop this into the garbage?
Yes,
for
I
me?
can.
There you go. I got my rustic table so it doesn't hurt if we scratch it all the heck. It's rustic. So this is our deluxe Norfolk pine garland. I better go this way with it. And it's heavy. Solid, weighty, and full
That is probably
of
the
sections.
heaviest garland we own.
It is. Well, the 8-foot cedar is the heaviest garland we own.
True. That one's like I always reminds me of Britney Spears.
The boa.
The boa constrictor. So the
It's that
Real
heavy.
Touch Deluxe Norfolk Pine Garland, 72 inches long, is $124. This thing is a behemoth.
That's a good term.
It's a behemoth.
So if you have a very full, if you need a spot for a very full garland, this will accomplish that. And you can certainly drape it to create that asymmetrical offset look. If you use it on a railing, it would be the fullest one to use. They are 60 inches, or are they longer? Is this one 60 or 72? Okay. And what we want to do, I'm trying to open it all and flip it one way, because I think if you added this anywhere, I would hang this piece where it needs to go and then add the accent into it after you've got it hanging, because it kind of will twist and spiral, and in order to find the front, it really probably needs to be in place where you then flip and shape the segments to drape correctly. That might be the key to this one. But nevertheless, these two together would further amplify the traditional factor. So I love this piece. It is a 6-foot, and I don't have a light plan for this one. This is a 6-foot holly pinecone garland. So Kate's going to help me think on which one needs to go in here.
For lights?
Let's go this way with it. And it has plastic twigs in here, little plastic twigs. They are wired. The core of it is a non-scratching plastic tubing. And you have these little pieces of pine. Those are wired too. It's just kind of a funny little thing with a twig-like effect. And then the leaves are silk, fabric leaves. There are loops on both ends. Yes, so you could swag this one. But I'm just going to lift the sections and lay it in there between that.
Step on something.
Yeah,
Ooh, what
everything's
should we
piling up
do?
around us. So I can
I
just
feel like
do that.
I would do the gumdrops personally. That's what I would opt
Okay,
for.
let's try the gumdrops.
I'll drop a link to the
are-
holly garland.
I think that's actually how we're displaying it in the store with the gumdrop garland, because we wove it through back and forth twice. So if you
Oh yeah,
just
this is
lift
the
this-
Advent holly pine garland
pretty.
on sale for $46.
It is a pretty fresh looking design, I'd say. So these two things together look realistic. If you like classic realism, this would be the combo for you.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Also, there is enough pine here to hide a lot of light cords.
There's a
And
lot of
this
pine.
is one of the biggest garlands.
If you want show stopping, all the ladies that are coming in, who are Pinterest ladies, are showing me photos of these giant
Super
mantle
full.
designs with Norfolk pine or huge doorways or giant garlands on their stair railing. I'm so glad we brought in this deluxe, because that has been the key for fulfilling their Pinterest dreams. You're on my gumdrop.
So
Thank
you
you.
go big or go home.
Yes.
And that seems to be the trend. So we
And
are...
it just shapes up. Look how
yeah.
huge that is. I mean, it's just giant. You can hardly wrangle all of it.
It's
and that's
kind of
the
why
Norfolk
if it
pine.
was on your mantle, I'd probably lay the holly in while it's on your mantle.
Yes.
So then this thing is a multi...
A gumball, not
size.
gumdrop. Sorry. This is the gumball
Gumball.
garland. And this one is quite unique, because this one is like 30. I should look it up before I
Look
say
at
it.
all
Is it
the
30 feet
different
long?
sizes. It's fun. It is fun.
It is 29 feet, and it is $42 is the sale price. It is a warm white with the little covers. There's 3 sizes of gumballs on there, which is why we liked it so much. Indoor, outdoor use as well. Dropping a link to it right now. This is
basically it's tripled over 1, 2, 3 strands. Yes, tripled onto itself to make an extra thick light strand going through here. And one thing we did where we hung this is we stranded it 3 times, but we worked each layer in individually. So we went back and forth, and when we did that, we left some strands dropping.
Mary asked,
like this, as a little drop.
Yeah, because they're cute. Would it be too wide for a 10-inch mantle?
Let's measure this.
I would definitely have it hanging forward.
It would hang over.
Yeah, you'd want. No, I think it would be fine. You would definitely want it to hang over. If you have a wood mantle, I highly recommend 2 little nails.
Here's 10 inches.
3 or 4 nails maybe for that one. It's very heavy, but so
10
worth
inches
it.
is big. It would need to be over the edge of the front.
Well, that's how it looks best anyway,
it does,
is draping
But
forward.
when it does that, as long as you've got it all the way back against the wall, it should hold itself. Like I was doing this on my mom's 9-inch mantle. This is the video that Kate needs to post for you yet. When I did the live that night at my mom's house, that was a 9-inch mantle, and I laid this guy on there, and it didn't fall off. So that did work. So I'm trying to get the gumball lights tucked in so you can see how they look when you get them integrated. It's a little trickier. Need more time.
It takes a lot of time to shape these things appropriately.
So there is a good look at how it would be. And I like the berries, the touch of berries. I like the contrasty leaves. I would probably just spend more time layering it in a way that we know it's all facing forward in place, and I can shape everything to the front as I go. So that would be a key thing. But this one is the super full Norfolk pine, and then I can also show you the next size, which is less full. That's the, is it called the deluxe? And
no, I think this is the deluxe. Norfolk pine's the key word there. So
Norfolk pine, okay.
I'm gonna maybe
and then
take this one out of the way.
This is your Norfolk pine standard. So look at the difference, which again, I did that video the other night for you, and Kate will be posting some video content that shows these again side by side. But this is the simple single strand Norfolk pine that is the not full one. So you can see the difference. And whoops, I gotta stay on camera though. Deluxe extra full, $124, not extra full. And this one, the
still
tag
beautiful.
Fell off. The tag fell off, and I think this is shorter.
I'll drop a link to all Norfolk pine. Very easy to shop.
This must be a 60-inch. Yes, that's how I know. This is a 60-inch, so it's a little shorter. It's less expensive, but if you're going to drape it on your railing,
$49.
It's full enough. This one's $49. Okay, and the other one's like $124.
We have 4 styles of Norfolk pine garland. They're all vastly different. You have the standard that Mom's holding there. That's like a normal garland. You have the deluxe. You have the 18-foot sprawling one for railings.
15 feet long.
Oh, 15 feet.
So the 15-footer.
And you have the dripping.
The 15-footer, I'm looking at it. It's around our doorway, but it's just like this, only 15 feet long.
Yeah. So they're all super different, which makes it easy to see.
So if you have a spot where you really, really want to get that roping going down a long span, like the staircase, the 15-foot is the way to go because it's manageable. We have it draping over a 9-foot doorway, and it's kind of curling and whipping around there really beautifully. So it is scrawny enough like this that you can work with it. It's not so full that it would weigh 40 pounds if it was that full.
Okay, so then what is your next style you're doing here?
This one is going to have the...
I'll move the big one. Kristen asked,
this thing
are there 2 different magnolia leaf garlands? Yes, there are. I don't know why we accidentally got them from both... 2 different vendors. They are so similar, and they're the exact same price. Or no, they're a few dollars different. I think one is they're 2 different lengths. So there's a 5-foot and a 48 inch. Yep. So if you want one a little longer for a few dollars more, it's like $53 and $58. But yes, there's 2 different.
But they look so close that we didn't mean to buy them both.
No, we did not.
We meant to choose one, and then we forgot. So this is called what again?
the holly garland.
It's $38.50
Right.
and it is frosty and it has a paper wrap stem. All kinds of little wired on pieces. So I'm just fanning it open. I'm going to lay this down the center of this garland. So usually if you can fan things apart and get to the center of the vine and layer the two centers together, you're going to get your best results.
And this one's sold out online too.
That's also in the transfer.
Okay.
So you probably just need to have them do that transfer, but everybody left.
Well, I, don't like doing it without seeing it.
So what is your plan on that? Tonight yet?
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, it's huge. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll help you when we're done.
Yeah, we'll do it when we're done.
We will make sure this product appears. I should have, if I knew that's where we were at, I didn't know we were sold out, then I would have directed them to augment that before they left. Okay. So what Kate's explaining is we have to make this merchandise appear in the online store.
They're in store. They're not at our warehouse, and we keep the inventory separate so we don't oversell. But that also means that sometimes you guys buy it quick online and then it says sold out, but we have it.
But you don't have to call the store. It'll appear online as soon as we're done.
Yeah, there's no one here anyway. They deserve the night. It has been nice ever since we changed our hours during COVID to get home a little bit sooner when it gets so dark out. But still, that early darkness is no fun.
No, it isn't.
No fun at all. Okay, we have to think
this
of a
look?
garland. A good
that's
option
pretty together.
would be the cluster lights, Mom.
Okay.
I would do this one.
Let's do the
As
cluster
a
lights.
battery-operated option. I have these at my house. I've had them for quite a few years, to be honest.
I was going to unplug this, but maybe I can't. I'll just move it. The lights are going every direction. So this is a battery-operated set, and it's very clever because they have this hanger pack on it. Oh yeah, I didn't get them all unwired.
There you go.
There's a little hanging loop, and if you want to hang this in a wreath, this strand is just right for a 24 to 36-ish inch wreath. It has also 8 settings, and you will operate that with, is this the one that comes with a remote in the box?
Yeah.
This comes with a remote,
So
but
this
you can
is
also push the button on the end.
10 feet, 96 lights with timer and remote, 8 functions, dark green strand, warm white lights, indoor, outdoor, takes 3 AA batteries. It's called the Twinkle Light Strand.
It's
if you're
that
looking for it.
anti-tangle product that we carry a really
Race
long
lights.
strand. I don't know if that's online, the super long strand. But when you have them in a pile, they untangle easily. So it's tangle free. You can step on them and they won't break. And there's no bulb to go bad. So, technically LEDs like this should just last forever, but nobody really knows how long that is. So this is a great little strand. Adding it to a wreath or somewhere where you cannot do a full-blown plug-in electric garland, this is the answer. So I'm just flipping it.
If you have a wreath on your front door too that you want lights on, it's good options for wreaths because it's battery, because you can loop it multiple times.
And it will turn on every day without your interfering if you want to just set it as a timer setting. That's what I would do.
Or if you have like a bowl on your kitchen island or kitchen table, somewhere up high away from outlets.
You can put these in your porch pots. We have them in our planters outside.
That is
and
true.
then they turn on.
Sparkling.
So that is in there, kind of sloppy, but I got it in there. It's twinkling. I don't know which setting that is. It's maybe the chasing and flash or something, but it's a pretty combo together. I like the frostiness added into the natural look.
Very pretty.
And if that were on your mantle, wouldn't that just be pretty and showy? Showy.
Gorgeous.
There we go. Slow fade. We need
So that
slow
is
fade.
the Real Touch Norfolk garland, the holly garland that we're going to get online as soon as we hop off, and the Twinkle battery-operated light strand.
So pretty.
Is
It's a
everything
good combo.
together. You should do your Cedar swag next.
Cedar swag next, the little one. Okay.
Yep.
So we've got 2 different sizes of the Cedar.
Ooh.
That is a gorgeous, natural looking, we call it Real Touch, Cedar swag. we carry the bigger size in a 5 foot, which I will do something to, and then we have the smaller one.
We'll do something magical to it.
I don't know what yet. I'm gonna look over here and see what I haven't used. This is the 3.5 foot, and it is $74, $74.50. So that one is needing to be shaped up. I just kind of lift it and opened it way open. So this could be narrow, or you can fan it clear open if you want to, but I'm gonna work this garland in. So I need to get at the center of it, so that's why I'm lifting it apart a little bit and making it look quite wide. So it can do 2 different things.
Joanne asked, would that be too many lights to use on the Cedar Hill swag I bought for my front door? Is it the 3.5 or? No, I don't think so. It's
Probably
like
not.
the smallest light strand we have, other than fairy lights.
So then this little garland here is 72 inches tall, and it's just a plastic, inexpensive maidenhair fern. But I'm finding the center here, and I'm going to place the center with my hand and hang onto it, and then just weave each end out through by flipping it around in here, and it will add a little sparkle to our swag. And the reason we want sparkle is because we're going to lay some glass orbs in here. You guys, somebody's got this set that's watching. We have sold so many of these sets.
This is the 4-piece ornament garland is what we call it. We have it in 3 colors this year. So that is the 4-piece ornament garland. It's clear glass, but it almost has an opalescent look. And these are all $39.50. I think they're all on sale. We have green, blue, and clear. So your beautiful 3.5 foot cedar swag with your gold maidenhair garland. I'll drop a link for both of those. And then here's, careful, gently, gently.
Do you have a tray?
They are delicate.
We don't
And here
have a
is
tray.
the sad tray that needs help.
Oh, well, that's not going to work.
No.
It's too
That's
too
what it came
deep.
in. I wasn't sure what you were doing, so I guess I should
I was
have
just
realized
hoping
you're doing it
for
with
a
cedar.
bigger tray.
Brenda said, I have 4 sets.
Oh, well, there you go. You can use one this way. So this is a great piece because the middle and the way the structure of this cedar is designed, you can get all the cords to begin at the center, and you can hide your battery pack at the center, and then all of the mess should live in the middle where the pine hides it. But this strand, if you stretch this apart, these orbs would stretch 4 feet long with 12 inches in between each one, if you want to. I think a lot of people are clustering them, but I've also seen people put them in their Christmas tree, which is very pretty, or you can stretch them down a railing or something. These are battery operated, and that battery pack is timered, I think. Is that right? But if you put them in this
there is a timer
background, what it needs now is a narrow rectangular tray, or even better yet, like a dough bowl would be perfect. Who has a dough bowl? This is what you need. And a little bit of sparkle helps it. It just needs, like these glass orbs look prettiest when there's something sparkly around them, I think. You could put some red berries in here. You could loop through some extra, do I have anything really
This
tiny?
is called the Diamond Glittered Maidenhair Garland, just to clarify, that's in there. On sale for only $19.
There's nothing around me that's tiny and small to add in. Everything else is big, big, big. So that's why I use that 3 foot swag. It also would look very pretty laying in this garland. This garland would be a natural fit for the coloring.
Beautiful.
And this is a 4 foot, very chunky, icy garland. I don't know the title of this one. Missing a tag. What's the story of things around here? So if you're going to do this on a tray and it's too wide, you can just take the center and zigzag the center.
Please don't hit me.
Okay, look out. Look out.
Or my beautiful laptop.
We're going with the
My
ice.
baby.
And we're zigzagging the center. I'm overlapping it to make it shorten up. You just have to wrestle with it a little bit. This one is extra chunky. Here, I'll hold it up so you can see.
Sure,
what
it
I
doesn't
just
like
did.
being called that, Mom.
There's the zigzag. So if you zigzag it, it ends up being full in the middle also, and you just have to take the tips and twist them together to make it stay. Wow, this stuff has so much ice encrusting that it is sometimes a little unforgiving. So I'm just going to lay one piece over the next and twist it together. It's a good way to like injure your skin. So this one, I like the cones on it. The cones are really showy. They are...
Is that the frosted pine cedar garland? No.
I think so. This literally has no tag, but I did have 3 of them over here. So the other one is nearby.
You know, I think it is, and it has a terrible photo. I'm going to photograph it quick for $49, because even I was like, that's not it.
So that makes it a short, wider in the middle sort of piece that can then lay on a tray, and it also is a bit full, and you can hide these light cords. If I laid this all in here correctly, we could get it all hidden inside. But we're going to keep going because we only have a few more minutes to show you all these things. Do you want to take that piece from me because I don't want to break it? So that would be an alternate as a base. It's right there.
Right in front of me, thank you.
Do you want me to lift this out of here now?
Well, just let me set these pieces back in there.
So we are going to move on to, the snowy.
You know, and you are almost out of time, too. So we'll breeze through.
One more snowy mess. We're going to make one more snowy mess.
Gotta.
Yeah.
You're already making the mess. It's like
this also could go over a mirror this way. And if you did hang some ornaments, some icicles, you could put a bow in the middle. But this is probably the #1 size to go over a mirror, a picture, or a doorway. 3.5 feet long. The 3.5 feet.
Okay.
Because it's inexpensive, it's the $74 one. I'm sure that's why we sell more of them. They're just less expensive. But the 5-foot one here is gorgeous. And if you want to use this one in the same way, over a doorway, on the mantle, over a picture, we can bend it to suit. So you can actually make it go around the corner of a doorway, mirror, or picture.
Yes.
So
really
that
quick,
one,
Debbie, the link that I dropped last, is that the garland you were after? I'm going to go update the photo because the photo was no bueno. Still so much. It's stock photo from the company, but not a good
this
one.
piece, very quickly, is the right length. This is the chunky new Winterberry garland. It's the right length to center it on here. It does sweep one direction. So you can see how the berries are going one direction and the swag is going like that and like that. So if you find the center here, and let's lift it into the center of this one. We just want to flip the cedar through it so it doesn't just lay on top floating. It needs to get worked in. So that's what I would say about that, is you just have to flip it and twist it around. The Winterberry, Kate will drop the links.
The red berry garland, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think this is called the Winterberry.
Okay, I'll double check.
And the cedar swag at 5 feet long is $124. And the cedar garland, I see it. It's $32.50. I see the tag.
Roseanne said, I see a garland and I think that's the one I like best. Until the next one.
Whoop, fooled ya. Hang in there till the end and then make a decision.
I'm updating the photo for that frosted pine cedar garland because I think that's what's confusing all of us.
Okay, Kate's fixing things up. And I just made a mess out of it, so probably need a different one.
I make do.
Okay, that is how we fix the end. Oh, I better show you the trick that I just used. This is a good trick. So here comes the end. The end has a hanger and the berries are going this way. And my garland has a tip going this way. So you take the end and you flip it inside, bending one of the berry points out to make a tip end.
Hey, you got a name right. It's the red Winterberry garland.
I knew it. I knew it.
Go.
Look how cool that is. Ooh. You just need to work it together. You can see where it blends. It would be the best to just get it worked into each other really well, but I love the showiness of that. That looks like fresh berries on a fresh garland.
Mom, what garland did we show that was $32? Do you remember?
$32?
Yeah.
Well, this Winterberry garland is $32.
So but we hadn't shown it before this.
No, but which other one did we show for 32? I don't know. This is 38. So we've got
This is the problem when we're on rapid fire mode.
We went faster than you could ask your questions.
Oh, here. It's not online right now. Well, it's online, but it says sold out, but we're going to fix that. The holly garland.
The holly's 38.
Well, it's on sale for $32.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's
See
right.
if that's
These
the
are
right
sale.
one.
So this piece is the snowberry garland, and it is 5 feet long, 5 feet long, and it has a dusty appearance to it, minty, I think. This is part of our, what's our white situation called?
What? Snowdrop?
Snowdrop collection left my brain. So then this piece with its paper wrap stem and its soft colors is a beautiful thing to pair up with whites. So we're going to use our chunky white garland right behind your shoulder there. And we're going to layer this Hemingway. This thing is huge, you guys. Look at this guy. He is the whitest, prettiest snowy garland I've had in years. Here's the core of it. It's a wire covered in nylon cording. So it's a very different construction. There's no wires sticking out, by the way. And we're going to lay one on top of the other.
Hemingway garland, $64. Dropping a link right now.
The Hemingway is 6 foot. The snowdrop is 5. So we're just going to take the piece that's at the end
The
here.
Splendor, I think, is what it's called.
The Splendor, the Snow Splendor?
Yeah, I'm trying not to confuse people with all the names. So it's called Splash of Splendor Garland for $58. Just let me say the names, Mom.
Because she renames them all, just for total confusion.
Just to really confuse Mom. Oh, good. Judy in
Help me.
Australia got a store near her finally that has some real touch florals.
Hey,
That's good.
good. Glad to
I
hear
would think
it.
that you guys should have plenty of good access, I guess, depending on where you're at.
Yep, it's all coming from the same factories, going all over the world, made the same place. There's not anywhere else that it's made.
I wonder if they have as much hard time with shipping as we do.
I don't know. Shipping is going to become interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's already with
Okay.
pirates. I don't even know why they're doing
There's
that. Honestly,
pirates.
I don't know. There's like not enough water in the Panama Canal, and then there's pirates, and it's like, oh my gosh.
This is the reason why we can't get you more Christmas stuff, because
Right?
the pirates.
The pirates.
The pirates, and it's not even an exaggeration.
no,
it's true.
it's literally a thing. It's crazy.
You can Google it.
Oh my God.
It's there. You can read up and go, what in the heck is happening?
Yeah, it's crazy. Here we go. I'm gonna.
So
spin it.
this thing is called
Let me just
48.
find the name, Mom.
48
I
lights.
confuse them.
Look how chunky this is. I gotta make sure you see it close.
Judy said yes. Shipping's a problem here.
Sure, I bet it is. So do you see how it's twinkling? That's what it does. It twinkles. You don't change the setting. It's just one way. And it is a warm white LED
It's
on
called
a opal twig.
The 6-foot lighted white opal ice garland for $48. It's not called 48.
Oh, I'm looking at the 48 lights. So it's 48 lights for $48.
Yeah,
That's
6
what I was
foot long, lighted white opal ice garland. So if you're looking for that online, I have ice stuck to my elbow. I was like, what's happening? And it's plug-in operation, FYI.
Electric only.
Dropping a link.
So this is the grand finale.
Yes,
And I love
stunning.
it. We
That
didn't add
light
lights
branch
to this.
is beautiful.
The reason I think it's perfect is because this white opal light set is chunky and it needs a nice presentation somewhere it can really stand out. So this is super wide.
There's
and it works
nowhere in the
great.
description, but this twinkles.
It
It should
twinkles.
say that it's twinkling.
Well,
You
add
see the
that
flashing
note.
twinkles?
I would take these pieces and twist them around to get this integrated. I'm having a hard time holding the whole thing though. And it will straighten out. It wants to come out of the gate curling up. But it would straighten if you wanted it to. And then all these sections, I can't do it with one hand, will pull apart so that they don't, like it's stuck together, but you can pull these twigs apart and separate everything. There we go.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
So that is what I would do with it. It also is a pretty piece to wind into a circle and lay it in a bowl or a tray if you
Wow.
have a chunky enough situation for it.
That is a showstopper.
So pretty. I also
Stunning.
know that I moved garlands between the warehouse and the store, and there's not very many left. So
Yeah.
this garland is in low quantity. I think the other two are still doing okay quantity-wise, but this lighted situation is definitely going quick.
The opal garland, you're saying?
The opal.
Okay, sorry, I thought you were talking about the Hemingway.
The
So you
opal
have
lighted thing is
the
low.
stack is the base, the snow base is a Hemingway garland. Then you have a splash of splendor garland.
The green.
And then you have the opal lighted garland on top. The opal lighted garland is the one that, well, most of them are low, but the opal is definitely low.
The quantities are low, but we have a few, and they're
Yep.
not gone yet, and it's a very special piece, and I've never had it in before, so first year on that item.
Yes.
So hopefully this
Yes.
is...
Oh, they're loving that one.
I love this one too. This is so pretty.
What is this?
I could do my whole house in this white and green color.
Does this have a timer?
Does it?
Oh,
Well,
no, this is to
where's the
change it.
box?
It doesn't say timer on the box. This is to change it from steady or twinkle. But I mean, twinkle, I think. It doesn't say timer. See, you know what I have? I have smart plugs, and I have the old-fashioned timers where you, like, pop down what time you want it to come on and all that. I have both. I prefer the old-fashioned ones,
Old-fashioned
honestly.
timers. You know how to set those things?
Oh my gosh, the smart ones, like every year you have to reconnect them. They're really annoying.
It has a long cord though.
It has
so
a
that's
very
helpful.
10-foot cord, I think.
So this
Wow.
is the grand finale
Gorgeous.
tonight, guys.
Good job.
I hope you enjoyed all of these ideas. There are some
that's
things
pretty.
we didn't even show you that maybe don't need too much discussion. Like we have basic
Yeah.
9-foot garlands called the Himalayan pine in a narrow 12-inch wide span and a wide 14-inch span. Those are your basic greens. Love that.
Beautiful.
And
There's
I didn't
tons.
miss too much others. I think we got through most of them tonight. So beautiful selection. I'm so excited about all the different options and the light options that we have for you too.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Hey, we'll catch up with you tomorrow during the noon hour. It'll be Wednesday, hump day.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And some point this week, we know you guys want tablescapes, so we're going to try to
Tabletops.
work on that this week.
We might need to go
That takes a bit more space.
set that up on a dining table
Yeah.
at my house or mom's house. So we'll get you a nice venue with a dining table and do some designing. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.